crashed.
Oh no! That sucks.
I was sitting and it kept giving me the network error, and I'm like,
Oh,
is my
now it's
internet
back.
playing up?
It says it's back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
And then
crashed for a second.
Torn
That
said, "Is
sucks.
the stream gone?" I was
I
like, "Oh, it's
hate it
not
when it
me."
does that.
Oh, oh, first twice.
Oh my gosh. Haggis, you are the smelliest, stankiest little goblin of the day. And I thank
Twice
you.
over.
You know what the crazy part is? That kind of like cuts the stream a little more in halves to where like your goblin is done. And that's part of that stream.
That's a nice break point.
And now we get to go on to the GobHouse shortly after this, because I'm almost done already shading. I hate it when it does that, though. I don't know why it does, and it is so frustrating.
Yeah, because nothing happened on Discord.
Mhm.
Like, your Discord's still running. I don't know if you're working off Procreate now, because I don't see Procreate moving around, but I still hear
hold
you
on.
fine. And
Hold on. Middle screen. Yeah, Procreate went out, too. That's weird.
okay, so it did stop there.
Nope. It may have disconnected. That's weird. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe there was a glitch in Reflector, and that would be enough to
bring everything
fudge it up. Yeah,
possibly. Maybe
I can connect it back.
when
But
Reflector connects over Wi-Fi, maybe your Wi-Fi dropped briefly.
maybe. Okay, now
That
connected.
would take everything down. Yeah.
That's so frustrating. And we're back. Thank you for pointing that out. I probably would have kept drawing and nothing would have been showing. That's so weird. I hate that.
Yeah,
Twitch be
definitely
twitching.
frustrating. He's so adorable, though.
Precious it'll
The one
be.
is a plushie.
Yeah, all of these, whenever I make a goblin, I feel like they would all make such adorable plushies.
The only problem is you'd have to buy 1,000 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Or personally make them myself, which I do think I have the talent for.
Man.
And I have a sewing machine. That was actually at one point a redemption, but I was unable to set up the what do you call it, the sewing machine and an extra camera and all that, so I had to nix that. But
So, hold on. Does that mean if I was to get you to so that you would have to like make this tartan from scratch?
I would probably find the closest equivalent of this. But there also
No, you gotta weave your own tartan now.
No, there is also websites where I could just commission this this fabric and they would just send it to me as a print. So that is also possible too.
Yeah.
Which would be adorable. See, and the other part is like the stream cut out, so all the viewers dropped, and all the people that were kind of just chilling kind of disappeared.
No.
But they can come back and check it out if they were invested.
You will. Is everything I could have wanted and more.
It's beautiful. An adorable little gerblin. Definitely fits right in with everybody else.
Yes, definitely.
What are you? I don't remember putting you there. There we go. There's a couple of pixels I'm noticing that are not filled in too, and that's driving me crazy. Hold on. Where'd you go? There's one of them. Another one. It's always near the like spiky parts that these pixels don't quite catch when you like drag and drop the colors.
Yeah, the anti-aliasing catching you out.
Okay, there we go. Go back into the shading. Alright, last layer for that. Got a lot of shadow on these feetsies. Got a lot of light reaching them. The shading is also one of the parts where I kind of zone out. I'm like, oh yeah, right, yes. Speak! There we go. Okay, so yeah, I feel like the linear burn is what I use for this layer, and it's like a darker layer. I feel like this is the point where everything kind of comes together and it kind of has its own like
Yeah, it's bringing it to like
structure
rather than just being a drawing.
Yeah, like this is the part where like you see the shadows and it's like, oh, I see what the shape is like here. So this is, I think, my favorite layer, and it's usually the one I ended on just because it's like, ooh, look at that, brought it all together.
Yeah, I am loving it. It just looks like a big floofy boy.
Mm-hmm. So floofy.
Big floofy boy.
Daggerhill, thank you for rechecking in. Why am I imagining that the tail is kind of sticky? I don't know why.
And it probably would be.
Inner ear here.
Lip of the wing.
Yeah. There's a little tiny speck that I missed. Right in there. I see you. Oop. Much. Okay, got it. Alright. Alright. And here.
You know what you need to do?
What?
Is set yourselves up on the. I'm assuming you already have one, a merch store. to put your goblins up for canvas prints. Because I
That'd be
would totally have
cute.
one of him.
I feel like an all-over print where it would just have all the goblins smattered all over it would be really cute. But like, I hesitate to do that because there's possibly more goblins that get added to it. But then again, I could always go back in and just say Goblin all-over print 2.0 and stuff like that. It would be, you know,
You could do
whoever got what you got.
a class of 2025, a class of 2026, a class of 2027, and just add them all in.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
That way you would only have to worry about updating it once a year as well.
But I also think having like a grid where it would show all of them with their names and like their personality traits, would be really cute. All right, and a little here. Think.
He's so gorgeous.
I think I've got everything. Yeah. So let me do a little color correction. Yeah, cover up the screen. I never know what's going to show up when I save things. Don't want to chance that. Or when I put them back on the screen. There we go. Oh, such a harsh color.
Beautiful.
There we go. Alright, so we're gonna gradient color. We're gonna just put you under here.
I like seriously killing purple as well.
The what?
The purple that was just there.
Oh yeah. It kind of brings together all like the purple and the orangish colors now. Yeah, look at that little gobbo. My goodness. So this is Bochen. Bochen. I feel like I need to add a little Bochen. Bochen.
There you go.
There we go. Bochen.
Bochen.
The little fluff goblin.
That's what a chicken does. It bochens.
Bochen. Oh, I can't. And I don't know if my throat works that well like that. Bochen.
Oh, you don't go in your throat. It's all front of the mouth.
Bochen.
Bochen. Yeah, all
I think I got
front
it.
of the mouth.
Nailed it. All right,
Yep.
so I am.
I'm the throat goat.
Thank you, Tor. I'm gonna go ahead and save this and pop on over to the GobHouse, but I'm gonna say bye to Haggis, who was so delightful to hang out with me and help guide me through that goblin. Very much appreciated. Yeah, and I will talk to you in the chat. Yeah, but thank you again, and thank you for redeeming that goblin. And you'll have to pop on into the chat and let me know what kind of like S-class thing you want. Read the S-class redemption in there, and you can tell me whatever you want. You don't have to redeem it, but just tell me in the chat what you want. But I'll talk to you in a moment. Bye.
Bye.
All right, let's get rid of the chair, my little guest chair. And the blankie. All right, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Left the cozy blanket is so cold. Go ahead and fit to canvas. Oh shoot. I did not save that properly. Let's try that again. sorry, I'm still saving the thing. Fit to canvas. Not save it with the lines? Oh, okay, I see what I did. I see what I did. Alright. We've got our Gerblin Bochen. We're gonna pop in over here. And let me just cover this up once more. Like my room should be a sauna or a swimming pool or a hot tub. You pick! You pick! It's not dealer's choice, it's your choice. How dare! This together. All right, perfect. Now I'm back. There we go. Hot tub. Okay, so you're gonna have so it's gonna be kind of like, what would a hot tub room be like? Would it just be an entire hot tub? You don't want any other furniture? How about we make a kind of... You're right, maybe it should be more of a... you know how in a pool, like a public pool, they'll have a, like, the tiled walls and, like, the white tiled floors to where it's, like, easy to clean up and it doesn't, like, affect the wallpaper or anything like that. And then you have like the pool in the middle, like a hot tub room for the movie Coming to America. Okay, hold on, that is something I'm gonna have to research. Ah, I see. That's so weird. It's just a regular room with a hot tub in it. Also, Tor, none of those are working. I don't think that one works anymore, Torn. Okay, so your goblin is very much shaped kind of like how Dottie is. I'm gonna make you similar to Dottie.
Oh! My ankle!
Yeah, it's on. Thank goodness. Thank you for testing that out for me.
Oh!
My other
My
ankle?
other ankle!
Okay, that's too big. Let's scoot you over here, Bolchus. It's gonna be kind of like how Dottie looks, so we're gonna do that. Okay, so let's scoot you around. Put you down here. Bacchus very much looks like a little cat when he's in chibi form. I think I might steal Dottie's shape. There we go. That's a little better. It's looking a little too weird. Since they're so similar. A cat with candy. Okay, so we've got... There we go. Super simplified. Perfect. That's why the tail is so sticky. Ooh, gross. Reference. Whoops. Purple. 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 While there's sounds on the stream deck, please play the sticky sound on the last page of Water Sound. Okay, fine. There are a lot of Water pages.
It's sticky.
Why are there 5 full pages of Water sounds? That's so many. My favorite. Everything she says brings me joy. Uh-huh. Oh my goodness. That child. What are you doing? Right. I was coloring the little tassel. My goodness. Yeah. He's just gonna be borking. Alright, so I'm done with this. Flatten. Copy. Alright. And into the GobHouse we go. Hopefully that didn't break it up into like a third stream. Assuming it hasn't. Woo, GobHouse! Alright, so let's bring our new friend in. What's that? Did I do that? I think I did that. Twitch, yeah, exactly. Okay, so where am I starting? Let me go ahead and set Bachen here. Bachen. Alright, so we're gonna start with one of Torn's rooms, which is gonna be a spooky room. Down. Right. No, I don't want to combine them because then it'll be flipping. Now I'll combine you down. We'll just disappear some of the goblins for a bit. This is the spooky room. Get rid of you, flatten you down. Up. Nope. Torn, do you have any ideas of how you want your spooky room to look? Also, do you want it to be called Torn Spooky Room, or do you just want it to be called Spooky Room? I'd like to be a candle chandelier. Tell me about the wallpaper and the lighting and all that. The Spooktorium. Gotcha. There's a hair somewhere on my face and it is bugging me. Arched window, gotcha. Wallpaper from the Haunted Mansion. Mm-hmm. So demanding. Also, Haggis, are you wanting this to be your room, or are you wanting this to be some sort of public hot tub slash, like, sauna slash pool area? Communal space? Okay. A wine red wingback chair in the Spooktorium. Mm-hmm. Sure. Got it. All right. I've yet to figure out what I want to call your room, Haggis. Should we just call it the wet room? Alright, so we've got our little candelabra type thing. That was something else. Is that what Bachen sounds like? Alright. I'll just do regular, kind of waxy looking candles. Oh, fudge. I guess technically I do flatten these colors, so... Doesn't matter if I do this on another layer. Go. Nice cute little candle. Chandelier. Is that? Let's get rid of this window. Cut. I'm assuming you want the arched window in the middle. A little higher. Whoops. Of course, we're not going to make this too detailed. I think other than Tirana, who had just like a little porthole built, the windows are not, you know, normally too complicated. Give you some little parapet looking things. There we go. That's as complicated as we're gonna get for you. Cute though. Alright, let me look up and see what you wanted. Okay, so candle chandelier. It's called a spooktorium. Got it. Be an arch from that wall. Mention. Got it. We're not gonna do the exact haunted mansion wallpaper, but I will do a similar recreation. purple, but more of a bluish purple. It looks like it's around this color. Can't have Disney suing us, exactly. Do you have any idea of what color you want the floor or ceiling? I'm assuming just like a black color would be fine. One of these might be a very similar kind of like affectation that I can use. Ooh, that would be close enough. Jackwood floor. Get rid of this. Oops. You. You. You the other way. So it's not the Haunted Mansion wallpaper, but it's got similar vibes. Ooh, did I erase that part? I don't remember erasing that part. Love that wallpaper. Yeah, it looks cute. Guess I'll just color in this part that I accidentally erased. That should be fine. There we go. That works. We want dark wood floors. Shoot down together. Nice, nice, nice. And we'll use the wood texture we have. Go. It's a little bit of a wooden texture. You can kind of see the wood grain here. go. And I'm just gonna draw like a neutral, like black ceiling. There we go. Alright, so this is now your room. This down, but maybe we could just move the chandelier into a corner. Like this. You know what? I could just copy and paste this. Why don't we just put 2 in here? Whatever. That'll make it look a little more spooktacular. Because I feel like it doesn't look right in the center. It looks fine off to the sides like this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so what is going in this room? I'm just gonna draw just like a generic rug in this floor, by the way. It's probably just gonna be dark purple. Down, down, merge down. Oh, come on. Go. A Moomin rug, skin rug. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. Add a little bit of a design to it. Make it look cute. There we go. Not bad. So I've got the spooky room done. I'm assuming you want the bookshelf in the spooky room. And did you do the man-eating plant? Was that you, Torn? A spooky room, yes, a spooktorium. Doesn't it look spooky? So I don't know whose it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and draw a man-eating plant. and we'll put it somewhere. Man-eating plant in the wingback chair and the gargoyle atop the bookshelf. Okay. Yeah, you want me to just dealer's choice, freehand the man-eating plant to just make it whatever? How you doing, Tirana? I feel like I already asked you, but now I want to know again. Hear the words man-eating plant. Yes. You have heard correctly. No, I don't like that. Yeah, let me see. You have a tiki mug with a man-eating plant in it? Because that would be super cute. What'd you name it? Audrey 2 Tiki Bug. Hilarious. There we go. Oh, fudge. I feel like most man-eating plants are gonna be like a violent shade of red or something. But I kind of like the side of it being like orange and with aqua blue spots. And maybe a little red on its teeth. Sarpresh. Okay, so there's your man-eating plant. I'm gonna give you a bookshelf. Guess I'll probably put that bookshelf in the middle here. What a spooky bookshelf looks like. It looks like a coffin. And exactly, Haggis. They didn't ask for books, they asked for the bookshelf. Which I keep telling them, but they just can't seem to agree with me. So I'm gonna give shelf. Let me think of. Hold on. Let me give it at least a good size since it's a high redeem. You could put the coffin shaped bed in your well, you only have a plant room. Do you want to move the man-eating plant into the plant room? And you could always put the wingback chair in there instead. And then you could have the coffin in here. You want to keep the wingback chair in here or in the plant room? Chair in the spooktorium? Okay. go. I'm just trying to make sure you have an appropriately spooky looking shelf. Let me color this in so I see what I'm working with here. I guess I can get rid of the background pieces so I can see. Here we go. That's better. Goosebumps spooky or more stories to tell in the dark spooky? I'm not entirely sure how spooky Torn wants this spooky room. And you said you wanted the gargoyle on top of the bookshelf? Okay. Oh, that's why it was looking weird. Whoops, wrong layer. Fudge. Alright, so there is our bookshelf. Covers up the window, but we could probably scoot it over if we want. Since we're going to be moving the man-eating plant and all. We'll move you over here. You'll be waiting in the plant room. I may skip the plant room today and see if I can't get Haggis's wet room. Or would it be a steam room? That is going to be a challenge to figure out Haggis's wet room. me see what size gargoyle that was. Gargle. What, do you remember what quality gargoyle that was, Torn? I don't know if I wrote it down, did I? Or did you just redeem that? Swedish sauna, wooden benches with hot coals. Ooh. Okay, so it's a Class C, which is the size of a microwave. Got it. So I was just trying to see what size I'm making this thing. I also want to be careful because I don't want it to make it look like it's a goblin. So I probably won't do too much detail on it. Let's do some speckles on it. A little gargle. Okay. Bookshelf. Done. Reference. Darker back here. give that a dimension. No, they fell on top of me when I was setting them back up there, so I just tossed it just on any shelf. What is over here? There's something over here that is... Ah. Let's toss you here. Alright, so your little sleeping coffin is the size of a refrigerator, so we're not gonna make it that big. I like how you immediately jumped to I was hiding hot cocoa cups away from you. Weirdo. Nope, too late. You can't bargain with me. You redeem what you redeem, guys. Your games, uh-huh. Alright, let's color this in a bit so I have a little bit more perspective here. Do it almost like a black color. There we go. It's looking cute. Let's do like a bit of a crushed velvet innards kind of thing. There we go.
I love you.
That's looking cute. Haggis, thank you for the lurk. Enjoy your sleeps. I may wait to do your wet room for when you're around next time, since we won't be working on another goblin. Next time, I believe we'll just be hopping right into the GobHouse. That way I can ask you more questions. Guess we could always do this same color on the side as well, too. I guess the inside of a coffin is technically lined. And so here is your coffin bed. No, yeah, I've already done your room and some of the furniture, kind of like how we did for Dagger Hilt. So I think we're done with your room currently. We're not done, but you know, we're done with what we're gonna give you for today. Oh shit! Almost dropped my tablet. Okay, so I have got bookshelf done. Sleeping coffin, that's done. Okay, so I need Dust Bunny 1 and 2 for Daggerhilt's room. And yeah, I see the hairless rat. Alright, so what would a Dust Bunny technically look like? Gross. This is a big pile of hair and dirt, essentially. Alright, here we go. Make it look cute, but like a dust bunny. Uh-huh. Okay, so there's Dust Bunny number 1. I'll put it right here next to the bed. brighter. No. That's a good color. My goodness, that beastie. A little darker than that. Here is the second dust bunny. I'm just gonna leave it in this corner over here. They look demonic. Here's your first dust bunny. And here is your second dust bunny. Yeah. They're beautiful.
Gargoyles! Psychics! Everything's ungodly! Dork's at it!
I mean, that was your room. Was dark-sided. I love those bunnies. Love those bunnies so much. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and draw some of the more communal items, like the mailbox outside that Daggerhilt redeemed. We'll close up the second floor. We'll go to the base. Ah, here we go. The front yard is what I'm looking for. Yes, the mailbox can have some pieces of mail sticking out. Let me see what size mailbox this is. Okay, so the mailbox outside is capable of being the size of a microwave. So we're going to figure that out. I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'll put you
I was not
right-
expecting the microwave explosion.
Exactly. Well, we don't have a kitchen to put the microwave in yet. But I know that Daggerhilt has redeemed a common area, and we could probably put that in there. So I'm kind of like waiting to put some things in areas. I guess I don't have to draw it where it's supposed to be. I can just draw it up here and move it. In the kitchen, it's sold out on mobile. Yeah, I think S-Class has already been used up, and I think you can only use them like every 2 or 3 days. I think they're pretty rare. Movies and games such, the kitchen is for eating and gathering. I mean, we can move them around. All these furniture items can be moved around. is a real fancy mailbox. Alright, so let's move that mailbox. After we color it in, of course. Let's say it'd be like a light gray.
You fucked up now, didn't you?
No. I think I'm on the right layer. Hold on. Yeah, I'm on the right layer. Thank you. Yeah. Ooh, getting sleepy. I think after the mailbox, I may call it. Since today, the bulk of today would be Haggis's Goblin. And then we got a full room done, technically, with Torn's Spooky Room. And yeah, I slept before the stream. So I think this was a good start for today's GobHouse, and I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna redeem a Goblin Birth for a while now. So next week we'll have all of the stream just to do furniture items. So that'll be cool. Woo! But he just said woo! I'm gonna attach the mailbox to the fence. We're just gonna attach it here. That'd be cute. Yeah, I like that. I'll do a teeny bit of shading here. Yeah, because next week I want to do the tiki bar for Tirana's room, and I want to do the common area, and the library would be nice too. So the library, the tiki bar, actual bar, and the common room would be my main focus next week. There we go. Oh, that little mailbox is so cute. Should we put a number on it? I don't know what number we should put, though. We'll just put a TFG logo on the front. A teeny tiny one. There we go. It's so little. Okay, so I'm gonna flatten that mailbox and we'll leave it there. Daggerhill, thank you so much for redeeming that mailbox. It looks super cute there. Look at that little thing. Can there be a chubby lady hiding in the bushes? I don't know about that. I'm loving how, like, every room that gets added kind of fills it. God, could you imagine in, like, several months when, like, this is a full, like, every single floor has a room, every single room has it decorated. Like, I can't freaking wait. It's gonna look so cool. Because, like, already, these two rooms next to each other look so cool. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So cute. And this will be a plant room. I'm gonna put... Let's see. I kind of want the kitchen there. So I may put a common area on the 3rd floor. Yeah, and then maybe the laboratory is going to be at the very top. So we have to stack them. I don't want to put the rooms where they're not supported. So maybe gonna redeem a room for churning butter and an apiary, of course. So I'm thinking the common area would be here. Maybe Poofs can redeem her library here. And we could put Juju's laboratory at the top here. But it's all got to stack like little Tetris pieces. We'll see. Because she gets to everybody ultimately gets to decide where they want their room with what's available. Currently, nobody can be on the 4th floor yet because there's no supporting room. So we'll see. But yeah, actually, since you're here, Daggerhill, do you want to claim that last spot on the 2nd floor? Or do you want to go ahead and put the common area on the 3rd floor somewhere? Grab that room. Jesus Laboratory has to be able to harness the lightning from the sky. Exactly. Let's go ahead and copy and paste a room over. I'll leave it here for a moment. I feel like the common area would need to be the size of the burgundy room on the bottom. Gotta fit all goblins and their shenanigans. Unfortunately, that is a one-off room because the S-Class is the size of a regular room. I mean, I guess if you redeemed a second common area, I could tear down the wall. But I cannot make it that size. So we'll see. Who's on right now? We'll see, Mr. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and toss it over to Tesha. I think they're doing some sort of 12-hour stream. I'll go say hi. Torn, do you think you could pop up the raid messages? I don't know if you have time. When they're playing The Sims, that looks fun. Yeah, feel free to copy and paste, whichever one applies to you. I think tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure what tomorrow has in store, but it'll probably either be No Man's Sky or more zombies, because I want to play again. But until then, y'all have a great night, and I'll miss ya, and thank you again for hanging out with me. Sorry the stream cut out halfway through, by the way, but you know how it is. Bye, everyone.